Yo, what is up, guys? Gamerverse back again once again doing another review for you guys today, man. So today we are reviewing a game that's in early access, and it is a life simulation game, basically similar to The Sims or even the more recent Inzoi. If you guys haven't heard about it, Inzoi is also quite similar to Sims, but it just has better graphics, in my opinion, and it just looks a little bit more shiny. It's got a real good engine that they used. I think they used Unreal Engine. I'm not particularly sure, but Enzo is also quite similar to this, and Paralives is just the more recent live simulation game that coming to us by the devs known as Paralives Studio. Alex, it's basically called Paralives Studios. So it's a Canadian indie development team that grew from a solo project into a close knit team of about 15 members. So it is an indie game, and the game's lead developer is the founder, and his name is Alex Mess. So the studio consists of programmers, 3D animators, game artists, and the community managers, obviously dedicated to building this highly detailed, community-driven life simulation game. It has its own charm. It's definitely something different, and a lot of people anticipated this game because it's very similar to The Sims. And in this video, I played the early access. The full game is not out yet, so this is just one of those early access videos that I do. I'm gonna go comparing it to Sims without any bias, and I haven't played Sims in a long time. The last Sims I played was Sims 4, which is basically the last Sims that they released, right? So I played the game for about, I think, like 10 hours, maybe like 15 hours. And I guess there's a lot of fans out there after years of waiting. Paralives is finally here, and can it actually compete with The Sims? But first impressions, the main menu and overall presentation of the game is very, very artsy. It's got a really unique art style that you don't see in a lot of games, but you might see it in some indie games. It's like this comic anime style slash cel shaded style, and the art style and the atmosphere, I think it's very unique and very cool. And of course, it's got its own music and sound design, which is really cool. But the initial presentation of the game, like I mentioned, is in like an anime style. It's quite different, and it's not like The Sims. The Sims is a little bit more 3D animated. This is just a little bit more like anime 2D style. But it feels polished for a game that's in early access. It does immediately stand out from The Sims. The game has a really cool character creator that I messed around with, and the customization options in the character creator is cool. It's a little bit limited in terms of clothes for now, and in terms of some other things, and in terms of like the tattoo system, you can't have tattoos over your entire body. There's particular places where you can place those tattoos. So for people who like tattoos in these kind of games, maybe they will be updating that in the future. I'm not sure. The body sliders feel good, but I feel like we need more options in the body slider category. Clothing variety, like I mentioned, is very, very little. They still need to add some clothes. Hairstyles and accessories. The hairstyles have a decent selection, but I feel like there's definitely more that they can do. And the game is very like free open when it comes to creating a male or female, and also with the game having the option to be non-binary as well. With the color wheel and the customization flexibility, there's definitely more that the game could offer, and I feel like they're probably already working on some more updates. But for better or worse, I don't think it's better than The Sims as of yet, but I think it is something new, and I feel that they have a definitely a unique take on the life simulation genre in gaming. So next, I want to talk about the build mode. This is probably one of the biggest selling points in the game. You can customize to your heart's content. I feel like the building was really good. Like what you can do to your apartment, what you can do to like decorate it. There's gridless building, so you can definitely use no grid, or you can use a grid if you want to. They got the resizable furniture in the game, which is really cool. Curved walls, windows, and door placements, object scaling, and even the color and the textures in the game is really cool when you are building your own home. You get the option to go into a pre-built home or go into a complete set of land where you build your house from the ground up. And I think the build mode is definitely easier than The Sims, but it's also more innovative, to be honest with you. There's more innovative things that you can do that might be in The Sims, that might not be in The Sims. Like I mentioned, I didn't play The Sims in like probably like 4 or 5 years. But next, let's talk about the gameplay. So you've got your basic needs system. You've got to make sure those needs are filled. Your player can either be hungry, player can either be sleepy, or your player could either be dirty, and you will obviously have to shower and fulfill all of these needs. So it's basically has that basic need system that The Sims has, and you got to make sure those needs are fulfilled. But your character can also get sick, and then you would have to go to the hospital. Your character can get really sick, and I experienced that in the game as well. Relationships, there are some relationship elements in the game, like you can have a family if you want to. You can have a wife, you can have a kid, and you can have jobs as well with the gameplay and the daily life part of the game. I feel like they are working on some more things when it comes to the relationships, because there's some things that you can't do yet, but there are jobs and there are careers. Kids have to go to school. Parents got to go to their daily jobs. Social interactions are there. You can speak with people, but there isn't a lot of things that you can like talk about. I feel like they need to add specific things that you can talk about. I only had the option to just say talk. So whenever I click on another character to talk to them, it just gives me the option to talk. But there's no context. Like, what am I talking about? Am I talking about video games? Am I talking about comedy? Whatever the case is, but there's no implications as to what you are talking about. So that's one thing I experienced. And I know the game is in early access, so they will probably be working on this if they are not working on it already. The family gameplay is really cool. I just played with my own kid just as an example to test it out, and it's really cool. Like you gotta look over your child and things like that. Make sure they go to school and everything. The children, the aging system is really cool. You get to go from being a toddler up till being a senior citizen. So the game feels alive in certain areas, but there are things that needs to be added as the game is in early access. And that brings me to the open world and the design of the game. The exploration works really cool. You get to just click where you want to go, like exactly like it is on Sims, and then the character goes there. There are some loading screens in the game, so just be aware of that. The NPC activity is a little bit weird though. Sometimes there were people like I would have a repairman come over to fix my fridge, and then he would just stay there, and he invited his whole I don't know, he invited his whole bunch of colleagues to come over and hang out at my house for some reason. So the NPC activity, I don't know, it's a little bit strange. Or maybe they're working on that as well, but the overall immersion definitely needs to be fixed a little bit. It's not there yet. The game is in early access, and Sims again, if I have to compare it, Sims is already they already have everything worked out, the segmented neighborhoods and the Sims, and the AI is definitely miles ahead of what they have here. But like I said, the game's in early access, so don't expect much if you are gonna try it out. Next, I want to talk about the graphics and the performance. The graphics looks good, but the performance was where the game really, really brought down the experience for me. So with the FPS would usually drop a lot for some reason, even on the lower settings, even on the medium settings and on the high settings, I would experience a lot of FPS drops in the more larger areas of the game. And the load times, sometimes it would be a little bit like 3, 4 minutes where I've already loaded into a particular area and it would still load a little bit longer. Optimization needs to be fixed. There's definitely some bugs as well. Sometimes when I am clicking on another character to talk to them, I wouldn't get the option to then talk to them. And the only fix I had was to actually restart the game. And even in some cases, when I restart the game or unstuck the character or whatever to fix the bug, I still wouldn't able to talk to them, and I would have to create a whole different world, a whole different family, and a whole different para as they call it. So those are one of the issues that I had, and the bugs, like I mentioned, I would sit on the couch and then I would click to do something else, like go to the fridge or go pick up something else, and then the character would just like slide. The character would be on the couch and then slide. So those are definitely like some outstanding bugs that they need to work on. But there's a lot of things that I think Paralives is trying to do better than The Sims, and I think it's obviously like the grid restrictions and the better customization and the more creative freedom that you have with your characters, and it could potentially be more consumer friendly. And like I said, does have this option to be whatever gender you want. So I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people for some reason, I guess. So there is definitely a lot of content that could be introduced here. I'm sure they're going to have expansion packs. There's definitely going to be a modding community if there is already not. I'm sure there is. The depth of certain systems would have to be changed, and of course the bugs are just a problem right now with the visual glitches and the AI issues. So, and yeah, of course, the stability, like the game has to be optimized a little bit better if they want it to appeal to more players, obviously. So, is it worth checking out in early access? Definitely. I mean, if you can get it, I think you can get it for free on early access. So you can actually buy the game if you want to right now, and then save yourself the time of buying it again when the game gets improved and things like that. But I don't think people can actually request early access right now again. I think they will have another announcement of when you can actually request early access again. So yeah, those are the only things I want to talk about, and I think that there's definitely some potential in the game. So, who should buy it, who should wait? I think if you are if you are a fan of The Sims, there's definitely a lot to enjoy here with the character creation being good, the build mode being good, like decorating and things like that. Gameplay has to be improved, definitely. Graphics is good. Performance needs to be improved, and overall value, I think. So, do you think Paralives can finally challenge The Sims, or is it still the king of simulation games, of life simulation games? I think Sims will always be one of the best, but yeah, as we move on, more people are trying this formula. More developers are going into the life simulation genre. So let me know. Let me know if you guys have played Paralives. Let me know if you're planning on playing it. And what did you think about it? Did you enjoy the early access? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, that really goes a long way. I appreciate that so much, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content like this. Guys, I've been Gamerverse, and I will see you in another video.